What if Tesla is about to change everything, again? New models are leaking. A major event is confirmed. And there's some genuinely bad news for a large group of existing Tesla owners that the company has been quietly avoiding for months. Today we're breaking down every single development happening at Tesla right now. The new cars, the new features, the Robotaxi expansion, and the one announcement that's going to upset many people. Subscribe if you're new. Let's get into it. Number 1. The spring update is rolling out now. Let's start with something every Tesla owner can use immediately. The big spring software update is rolling out internationally right now, and it's more loaded than most people realize. The headline additions are new visualizations powered by Unreal Engine technology, updated lighting effects, and new applets across the interface. But the changes most owners will actually notice day to day are the quieter ones. The Energy app has been completely redesigned. There's now a live energy card you can keep running on screen showing real-time consumption data as you drive. The Sketchpad and Photo Booth app can now share directly to your phone from the car, and based on the code, this looks like it's the same pathway Tesla plans to use to send photos and videos from your phone to the car as well. Both directions through one system. Tesla is also teasing a new Safety Score 3.0 that ties directly into FSD adoption. The code includes references to FSD discounts, safety score savings for FSD usage, and suggestions of getting paid to use FSD. Tesla wants this to be the tool that convinces undecided owners to make the switch. And for everyone who has been frustrated with the auto wipers, Tesla engineers say a fix has been deployed in this update using multiple new detection techniques. If you notice an improvement, that's why. Number 2. The Model Y Ultra. First real evidence. This is the one that's been rumored for months. And now the pieces are genuinely coming together. Photos emerged from China showing a wrapped Model Y variant with smaller 19-inch wheels and what appears to be a 5-seat configuration. The 5-seat layout is significant. It removes the third row, which creates space and reduces weight, both of which directly improve range. Combine that with more efficient, smaller wheels and potential motor efficiency tweaks, and you have the foundation of an ultra-long-range Model Y. Tesla's main battery supplier CATL just announced new battery technology with faster charging speeds, self-healing properties, and an updated system that combines different battery chemistries in one pack to maximize range. The timing of that announcement alongside these photos is not a coincidence. And then there's the Giga Texas shutdown. The Model Y production line went dark for 2 weeks, the kind of pause that only happens for retooling. New machinery, new components, new model preparation. When the line came back online, covered vehicles were loaded onto haulers and moved around the premises without anyone getting a clear look at what was underneath. The Model Y Ultra is coming. The only question is when. Number 3. The Model YL, coming to the US sooner than you think. The Model YL has been expanding rapidly across international markets. Every market Tesla serves is getting it, except North America. That silence has been deliberate. The first confirmed sighting of a Model YL being tested on US roads just appeared, spotted in the San Francisco Bay Area, where Tesla always runs North American R&D development. That location means one thing. The US launch is no longer a question of if. It's a question of when. One theory worth considering, Tesla may be deliberately holding the US launch to announce the Model YL and the Model Y Ultra at the same time. A coordinated dual reveal rather than 2 separate events. That would explain why North America has been kept waiting while every other market moves ahead. Number 4. Robotaxi is actually expanding now. This is moving faster than most people expected. Houston and Dallas are the 2 newest cities added to Tesla's Robotaxi network. And critically, they're launching with unsupervised rides from the start. Not supervised. Not test mode. Actual unsupervised FSD rides are going out to real passengers in Texas right now. Cybercab production at Giga Texas is also ramping hard. Drone footage shows units lined up on the outbound lot ready to ship. And here's something interesting, 2 separate production lines are running simultaneously. One builds the fully autonomous version with no steering wheel. The other is bolting in a steering wheel and pedals for engineering purposes. The practical result of that is obvious. If Tesla can build both versions on separate lines right now, nothing is stopping them from selling both long-term. A fully autonomous Cybercab and a driver-capable version. 2 products from one platform. Number 5. The major event. Final Model S and Model X delivery. Tesla has officially sent out invites for an event happening in early May. This is a delivery and reveal event for the final ever Model S and Model X signature editions. These are special vehicles, deep crimson red paint, gold accents, signature badging, priced around $160,000 each. Only 250 of each were made and sold by invitation only. The event is essentially Tesla's farewell to two of its most iconic vehicles, with buyers collecting their cars directly from the factory. But here's what makes this event worth watching beyond the nostalgia. There is a real possibility of additional announcements happening at the same venue. The Model S and Model X are officially being retired, which makes this a natural moment to announce what comes next. The Model YL US launch announcement at a Model X farewell event would actually make sense. Not confirmed, but it's on the radar. Number 6. Bad news for Hardware 3 owners. This is the update a lot of people were dreading, and Tesla has now confirmed it. A Hardware 3 to Hardware 4 upgrade is not happening in any practical sense. Tesla admitted the retrofit isn't just a computer swap. It's cameras, wiring, multiple computer components, and extensive labor. Elon himself said they would essentially need to build dedicated microfactories just to handle the volume of Hardware 3 vehicles that would need the upgrade. The economics don't work. What Tesla is offering instead is a discounted trade-in program. Put your Hardware 3 car toward a new Hardware 4 model and get some credit for doing so. A retrofit option was mentioned as a future possibility, but with no timeline, no pricing, and no commitment. The honest summary is this. Tesla has acknowledged that Hardware 3 vehicles are not fully capable of unsupervised FSD, and the path to fixing that is essentially buying a new car. If you're a Hardware 3 owner, drop a comment below. We want to hear how you're feeling about this and what you're considering doing next. 6 major developments are happening at Tesla right now. The spring update is rolling out with real improvements that owners will actually notice. The Model Y Ultra is leaking through factory shutdowns and spy photos. The Model YL has been confirmed for US testing. Robotaxi is expanding into Houston and Dallas with unsupervised rides. The final Model S and Model X event will arrive in May. And Hardware 3 owners are getting the answer they didn't want to hear. Tesla is moving fast. Some of it is genuinely exciting. Some of it is going to create real decisions for existing owners. Subscribe. We cover every Tesla development the moment it breaks. Now the comment section is yours. Hardware 3 owners, what are you going to do? Are you trading in, waiting for a retrofit that may never come, or done with Tesla entirely? And for everyone else, which new model are you most excited about, the Model Y Ultra or the Model YL? Drop it below. Let's talk.